Good afternoon, my degenerate crypto friends. How you doing today? I'm doing okay, a little under the weather actually. Near Protocol is on a tear. So we're up to 269 right now, and like just 3 months ago, we were down at underneath $1. So how high can Near go? That's the question. How high can it go? And the answer is I really have no idea. And I have a big bag of Near. I was way down. I've recovered everything, and now I've got some good profit. And I don't know if I should just sell it and wait for a pullback, because I'm kind of expecting a pullback because this thing just keeps going up. So anyways, we got author Hayes here says, we got a long way to go. Pack your bags for the moon, right? So he's showing us the chart here, and it looks like Near is about 10x from its high, or 9x, but that's not actually the case because there has been some inflation. So this dude seems to think that Arthur Hayes wants some extra liquidity so he can dump on us. But then here we go, the real chart, 3x into all-time high, not 10x. Inflation rate of 2.5% per year. This is actually interesting because this is what the real chart is. If we're looking at market cap, this is price. If we look at price, if we just look at price, we're looking at, let's look at the max, okay? So we just look at price, it went over 20, right? And so it's at 2. So you say like, well, maybe, 8 or 9x, whatever. But then if we look at market cap, well, that takes into account inflation, the inflation rate on the token. So right now it's at, what is it? How many billion? It's about 3.5 billion, right? And then the all-time high was around 12 billion. So yeah, it's like a, 3 point something X. So that's not the same story. And actually, I didn't realize this either. When I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, the inflation rate. So whenever you look at any token, keep in mind the inflation rate. Like Solana also has pretty good inflation rate. So definitely have to take that into mind. Like, don't just look at the price. Say, oh, we got to get back up to here, and that's 10x or whatever. So anyways, that dude has the inflation rate, and then, yeah, so same thing. Guys talking about how high it has to go to actually get an 8 or 9x again. So let's look at Near. If you don't know Near is basically, it's a protocol built for AI machines to basically work independently. It's built for AI to do everything. Humans don't need to do anything. A lot of people like to compare Near to 𝗏, but 𝗏 is totally different. 𝗏 is about incentivizing AI projects, and it rewards the projects, gives them 𝗏 token, which I don't like because I think it's very inflationary. But it's a totally different project. So, it's apples and oranges. It's just that like they're competing for the top spot in as like an AI token. So in terms of Near, if we look at the adoption metrics, and this is something I've been saying for a while, monthly active users, 46 million roughly. Weekly active users, 16 million. Daily active addresses peaked at 3 million. So it's one of the highest in crypto. So we're talking about a chain that it's one of the top chains in terms of activity, but even with the recent pump, it's still only 33 in market cap. So that's interesting. It has a very high growth rate, 240%, 12x increase in active addresses, and the monthly developers reportedly increased about 40% year on year. So that's great. So Near is, it's growing, it's really doing well. And then this is also interesting. If we look at the blockchains with the top developer activity, we got Ethereum is still number one after all these years. Solana is number 2. That's no surprise. People developing on Bitcoin, only God knows why. Just leave Bitcoin alone, store value. Number 4 is Polygon. That's a surprise. I've been saying it. Polygon is doing great and is still cheap. And then Stellar, people call it a boomer coin, but Stellar's coming back in a big way. Lots of tokenization, lots of stuff happening on Stellar. And then number 6 is Near Protocol. Now these lists are, they're not totally accurate. Depending on your source, you're going to get some different lists. But Near Protocol is actually above BNB in terms of development on this list. And then we got AVAX, which is also no surprise. I got my bag of AVAX. So there you go, Near Protocol, number 6. Number 6, yet is number 33 in market cap. So, developer activity is one of the top most important metrics. That's growth. Then also you have TVL, which NEAR doesn't have as much TVL because it's not really built for TVL. So that's about it. And then here we go. NEAR leads revenue and oh yeah, I forgot about this. Okay, so NEAR significantly outperforms 𝗏 in DeFi revenue, averaging 118,000 in daily fees across decentralized finance applications. The figure is approximately 7.6 times higher than 𝗏's daily revenue of roughly 15,600. So 𝗏 doesn't really have a ton of revenue, and NEAR's revenue isn't anything insane either. But, you know, like I said, people like to compare them. There's really no point. Apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. My point is just that NEAR is a great protocol. I think it's definitely worth, you know, the pump it's getting, and it should be higher. So, but, you know, everything pulls back. Everything always pulls back. It's like nothing just keeps going straight up. So I would expect a pullback in NEAR right now. And I'm kind of on the fence. Should I sell it and then wait for a pullback? If I know if I sell it, then it's going to keep pumping. That's the way it goes, right? So I don't know. I might just let it sit. But, you know, when you get good profit in any coin, it's not a bad idea to sell some, even when we're in a bear market like right now. So that's it for today. Take a look at NEAR, maybe wait for a pullback. But yeah, it's a great project. Now it's my second biggest bag because it's been pumping. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.